Summertime here in Texas is persisting. Relentless in its heat and humidity, as it so often is this time of year, late August. The days are getting shorter, the quality of light is changing, some leaves are starting to fall, but the heat, the sun, is relentless. It bears down on us and it makes it difficult to find motivation or to do anything outside. As opposed to the winter up north, where I'm probably more inclined towards depression. Summertimes here, I tend to be overtaken by my pitta nature, by my pitta aspects, by my fiery qualities. And I find myself I don't want to say filled with, but I find myself often with a bit of excess heat, a bit of excess anger, a bit of excess irritability. And with that, I've been getting the message these last couple weeks, to be soft, to be accepting, to be generous, and to find a bit more forgiveness and compassion. I had a bit of a realization, or something sort of clicked for me with that this week, around finding compassion, finding softness and acceptance, finding forgiveness. And that's with perceived transgressions, with those occurrences that make me irritable or upset me, particularly around others, to identify what quality, what aspect of that perceived transgression I find troublesome. So maybe it's somebody's lack of awareness, or somebody's rudeness, or somebody's inconsiderate nature that irks me, that gets under my skin. So I've been identifying that aspect. When I feel irritable, when I feel annoyed with somebody, I identify what it is that is annoying me, that is bothering me. And I look for that trait, that aspect within myself. So maybe a time or a situation or an occurrence where I myself have been or am rude or inconsiderate or unaware, or whatever it may be. And so I find that aspect within myself, and I offer it acceptance. I don't judge it. I don't try and squash it down or think poorly of it. I offer it acceptance. I offer it compassion. I offer it love. And offering that self-love then makes it easier to offer that acceptance, that compassion, that forgiveness to somebody else outside of me. It's funny how you can hear the same thing over and over and over again. You know, the importance of self-love, the importance of acceptance. You can hear the same words repeated, and then sometimes something will click where all of a sudden you are able to not just hear the words, but to understand the words, or to embody the words, to live the words. I know that self-love, I know that forgiveness of others and compassion towards others is important, but it can be sometimes easy to forget that, and having a reminder can be helpful. I think in part, I've been doing these last couple weeks, I've been doing some what started as emotional processing, and then that turned into sort of illuminating some physical discomfort, some physical pain in my body, which then led me to go out and seek massage. So I got a massage from a peer of mine, and through that massage then I was then again able to access some different physical parts of my body and emotional parts as well. And I think those that emotional processing coupled with some physical processing, some massage, and then followed up by some meditation, some physical practice on my part, made me more open to those words of compassion, forgiveness, and finding ways to feeling that compassion and forgiveness. And so often with this self-work, it happens in stages like that. It happens in steps like that. So there may be an emotional component. There may be a physical component. There may be a mental component. And you sort of have to work through it and find the appropriate next step to move forward. And that's something I try and do, and it's something I try and offer to my clients who come to me for body work. So as these days of summer continue, I will try and remember to be accepting and soft and compassionate, and I will pray for rain, as I've been doing, as I will continue to do. And as we got a little bit this last weekend, which was a wonderful godsend, I will continue to pray for the cooling rain and some cooling fall temps. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself.